Good morning, everyone. Coach Matt here. I want to talk to you about injuries and give you a better understanding of how injuries can happen relative to what happens in your daily life and how we can actually help you avoid them, not just in the gym, but outside of the gym as well. So it has something to do with what we would call as your loading versus your capacity. Now, when we talk about loading, we often think of, in a gym setting, weights, movements, sets, the workout itself, all those things. But I'm talking about your loading in life and your capacity for that and your whole day overall. So if you think about it like a bucket or a graph like this, you really only have so much room. This would be our capacity here as marked by the purple line. So one of the things that actually takes away right from the beginning that we often overlook is our anatomical dysfunction, AD. Your anatomical dysfunction would be, what's your body doing? What happens there? For me, I have a herniated L5-S1. That is an anatomical dysfunction that I have to be aware of in my day-to-day life. What we then have on top of that is a big one, and that's your sleep, your diet, and your stress. How is your sleep, how is your diet, and how is your stress? Those are the things that have so much impact on our lives that we can improve on so much. But your body, in terms of exercise, is about output. Your sleep, your diet, and your stress is about input. What are we doing to manage those things? If we're sleeping 4 hours a night, if our diet is a stressed, hectic, binge eating, fast food mayhem, and if we're stressed to the nines, which some folks are right now, then this is really going to affect this. Now we have what's happening in life. Playing with the kids, organizing the garage, shoveling the driveway. All those things add up. We'll call that life. Perfect spelled E, right? There's your life stuff that comes into mind, right? We may think of shoveling the driveway not as exercise, but it's just something we have to do, but that is still a stressor on your body that affects your loading and your capacity. Now, you've had one of those days, maybe it's a Monday, maybe it's a Tuesday, maybe it's the end of the week, and you head into the gym. Look how much capacity you have. Not much room left there. So all of a sudden we have kettlebell swings, pull-ups, deadlifts. Well, your workout takes you here, and we're now over the line, and you hurt your back. You're leaving hobbled over. First instinct would tell you it was either the kettlebell swings or the deadlift. Lots of hinging happening. But what we haven't really considered is look at all the precursors that happened in our lives before that filled up your capacity and limited how much room you actually have. So one of the things we can help you with in a bigger sense is how do we manage if your anatomical dysfunction stays the same, but how can we help you manage your sleep, your diet, and your stress? We have nutrition coaching for that. Maybe we can get that down to there. Maybe through that, your effects of life are now limited. So there, now we have all this extra room. But one of the things fitness does, CrossFit defines it as an increased work capacity across broad time and modal domains. What if we could actually raise your overall capacity? This gives you all this extra room to play around with for workouts or to handle the things that life happen. And remember, the more that you have under your capacity line, the more opportunities you have to raise that line from there. So it just tends to happen. What we see is if we consider that first example, you hurt yourself, you go to the doctor and you say, I hurt myself. Well, how? I was doing kettlebell swings and deadlifts, and they always light my back up. Okay, stop doing kettlebell swings and deadlifts. But it's never the movement's fault. Okay? Those movements exist in life. That is what functional movement is about, is there movements that exist in our day-to-day life that build our capacity. So it's got to be one of these anatomical dysfunctions: sleep, diet, and stress, and life. And whether it's your flexibility, mobility, maybe it's cleaning up what you're eating and sleeping more, and maybe it's helping you manage that life stuff, that will limit your injury, increase your capacity, and keep you moving and doing the things that you love doing, and in today's climate, keeping you healthy. If this resonated with you, then shoot us a note or drop it in the comments. Love to chat more. We're always willing to offer advice and help you out, because it's all about getting after it and making each day the best. We'll see you tomorrow.